Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope you're doing very well. Okay, so here we are again with our English language class 5 week 4 assignment. And the name of the topic is that we're going to do today is my favorite people. Okay, students, before moving on to the next topic, let's recap our previous work. Okay, we discussed about adjectives that are used to describe people and things around us. And then we also discussed about WH questions or words that get us information about people and things around us. And if you can remember WH words, yes. Why, where, when, how, what. Okay, and then we also discussed about adjectives ending with ed and adjectives ending with ing. And adjectives ending with ed actually are used to describe how people feel. For example, Sarah is bored. On the other hand, adjectives that are ending with ing are used to describe things and situations. For example, if I say, these books are boring. Now, the objectives. Okay, students, by the end of this presentation or lesson, you people will be able to listen and read the poems. Speak about the people who inspire you. And number third is write your own page. Okay, students, now coming on the present topic, that is my favorite people. Okay, before we discuss all these personalities, have you ever wondered why some people are so famous? Like what they have done in their lives that are always remembered by us? Yes, your answer is correct. It means they have done something good for the whole humanity. Okay, as we can see over here, Allama Muhammad Iqbal, we know that he is famous for his poetry, and he also gave the idea of a separate homeland for Muslims. And then Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, we also know that he is our father of nation, and it is because of him and his sister Muhtarma Fatma Jinnah that we got the independent country Pakistan. And then we have here Bill Gates. You are already familiar with him as well. Like he is a software developer, and he is best known for his co-founder of Microsoft Corporation. And then we have the famous scientist of Pakistan, Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan. He's a nuclear scientist, and he was also awarded with Hilale Imtiaz and Nishane Imtiaz for his achievements. And in the last, we have here, as you can see, Rashid Minhas Shaheed. And we know that Rashid Minhas sacrificed his life, um, and for that he is always going to be recognized for by the whole nation, and it is because of his devotion that he was awarded the Nishane Haider Award. Okay, now coming up to the next slide, that is the continuation of the previous one, that is my favorite people. Here again, you can see some favorite personalities or important personalities. Like the first one is Abdul Sittar ET. I know everyone is familiar with him. Like he was a very kind person, and he was a humanitarian, and he was famous for building so many shelters for poor people and for orphans. And in the next picture, we can see Liaquat Ali Khan. He was also known as Qaid Millat and Shaheed Millat, and he was one of the leading founding fathers of Pakistan. And then in the next, we have Ishfaq Ahmed, and he was also very much famous for writing so many plays, so many stories, novels, and he was awarded the Pride of Performance and Sitare Imtiaz for his achievements. And then we can see Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall was actually a scientist, and she was also she has actually worked for the conservation and animal welfare issues. And then in the last, we can see Albert Einstein. I hope you are already familiar with this person as well. He was actually a very well-known scientist, and he was famous for his great work in field of physics. All right, students, now we are going to talk about the famous poet Ken Nesbitt. Ken Nesbitt is born on 20th February 1962 in Berkeley, California. And why he's so famous? He's very famous for writing funny poetry for the children. And some of his poems are, as mentioned here are Our Teacher's Multi-Talented, I've Seen My Kitchen Sink, Sailing Off to Singapore, The Aliens Have Landed Our School, When the Teacher Isn't Looking.
Track 6. Poem A.
I am Super Samson Simpson. I'm superlatively strong. I like to carry elephants. I do it all day long. I pick up half a dozen and hoist them in the air. It's really somewhat simple, for I have strength to spare. My muscles are enormous. They bulge from top to toe. And when I carry elephants, they ripple to and fro. But I am not the strongest in the Simpson family. For when I carry elephants, my grandma carries me.
Poem B.
Our teacher's multi-talented. He plays guitar and sings. He paints impressive pictures and can juggle 20 rings. He's something of a swimmer. He's a champion at chess. It's difficult to find a skill that he does not possess. He speaks a dozen languages. He's great at racing cars. He's masterful at fighting bulls and studying the stars. He's good at climbing mountains. He can wrestle with a bear. The only thing we wish he'd learn is how to comb his hair.
Okay, now coming up to the second last slide, that is write your own page. Okay, it comes into our mind that what is the purpose of writing about ourselves? So the answer is so simple. Actually, we want to share our achievements with other people as well. The example is given over here, like in your textbook. If you can see the example of Bethany given on page number 12. Um, and then on activity book, page number 10, we can also see a page of Natalie. And here they are telling us about how, although they met some a very horrible sort of accident, but they kept on achieving their goals. So that is the same thing. We have to write about our page or about ourselves or about our profiles in order to know our strengths and weaknesses, and also to let the other people appreciate us. Okay, students, now coming up to the last slide, and in this slide we have discussed about your assignment that you're going to do for the week 4. Your first task is to find and write the rhyming words that are given on your textbook pages 14 and 15 for the poems Super Samson Simpson and Our Teacher's Multi-Talented. Either you can write your work on loose sheets, or you can do it or type it on MS Word as well. Okay, second assignment that you're going to do is you're going to write your own page, just like you have read about Bethany and Natalie. Okay, and the last is you are going to read and match the headings to Natalie's Do Toy My Page. of your activity book, page number 10 and exercise 1. A very easy task. I hope you have understood this week's work and wish you all good luck.